Today is not just any day, it's Far Swipe Day. You know what it means, a blank canvas. And in this adventure, I plan on building a unique solo base, something easy to build for anyone, but also easy to expand as you go along the wipe.
Bye-bye.
With some free-handed shooting floors and peaks, which can be really cool if you don't want to build multiple TCs or complex structures. So let this adventure begin. As everyone, it started as a naked on the beach. I was 1 hour late into wipe with 600 other players, and my first concern was the location, which is one of the most important things to consider as a solo. I needed somewhere quite remote with access to different monuments. So I spotted different places on the map and headed straight to that mountain behind the water treatment. As the snow blankets the landscape, I gather resources, craft some tools, and try to avoid as much as possible any bad encounter. Winter is coming, but I'm ready. I've set my sight on an ambitious project, a fortress on top of a snow-covered mountain. I finally arrived at the bottom of the mountain and climbed naked while crafting everything I needed to start building. Despite being an hour late into wipe, no one was around. I could enjoy the massive view and start building. I was going to build a simple bunker to start, so I secured my spot and continued to farm what I needed to make the shell. The base is going to be made only of triangle. Here is the part that will be a bunker, the TC and the main loot. Here we will have the entrance of the bunker. After finally placing that second door, I went quickly scout the area around. It was still pretty quiet.
Hey, go away.
And I had the chance to find a salvage axe on the first crate I opened, which is huge this early into wipe. I'm gonna show you how this bunker works for the ones of you who don't know, but first I needed more low grade to make some furnace and cook some fries. I decided to head out pretty far away as I had no cloth. I found a horse, tried to find some animals, but I met a naked first. Now that my furnace was on, I needed a few more nodes before expanding a bit and have some sort of airlock at least. Here we would have some honeycombs, but I discovered I could not build on this side. This was going to change the build I had in mind, but I was willing to make it work anyway. So I decided to build the foundations around to honeycomb that part. I would leave this wall in wood for now. I had other ideas for this floor, but for now I just needed to make it slightly more secure. Okay, so now that we get our T1, furnaces and some doors, let me show you the bunker. You upgrade the upper half wall here, and the bottom twig allows you to put triangle floor to seal the entrance of the bunker. So now I can go outside without worrying of any roam raiders, you know. I can find auto turret before guns, use the cover of the night to get my hands on a jackhammer. I can go hit some barrels, recycle, and when I go home, I just hit the twig and collect the juice. What is pretty convenient with a build like this on Force Wipe is I don't need Garage Door to expand, but you need luck. On this part, I'm going to have an entrance on each side. For the main room, we're going to place some windows to have visibility on it. Those sides are going to lead to the next floor. I did not have enough yet to upgrade, but there was a raid going on, so I went to check.
Smooth man, okay?
I almost died of excitement during my escape. And while I did not make it this time, I tried again later, somewhere else, and this time I managed to bring back my first gun. Small victory, but it was worth it. I upgraded then the base and went farming to build the next part, but my area was not as quiet as when I arrived. Some new bases were around, and specifically one in front of mine. I went to see, but no one answered this time. I finally met one of them later on. He killed me first, but when we met again, he added me to his team, which was great to buy me some peace of mind while building my base, as not every neighbor is chill. Here I'm just gonna reinforce this part and make a small room for the furnaces, and another one where I could place a turret and on the top some electric furnaces later on. While they were countering a raid down the mountain, I decided to follow them with my Crossy and Revo, but on the way back, one of them had way better for me.
Here, I can give you a power gun.
Here we're gonna have more honeycombs. Then on each side an entrance, and the second triangle will lead to the third floor directly. Here we're gonna have some windows, low walls, After this, I quickly ran a sewer branch to get a blue card and loot water treatment right away. And finally I had enough scrap to research the electric furnace, which was gonna make it way easier to finish the build. So now it was going to be time to make this shooting floor. This can work with every base. The technique is just slightly different depending on the shape of the side. Here, as we get two triangles, I'm building first a triangle, then a square. Then I'm placing two low walls and aim at this dark triangle between the twig. Then destroy a square foundation, you go slightly back and build. When facing the building, you go 3 triangles on the left, then as follow. It's pretty easy and convenient, and you can make it work on uneven ground. Finally open that wall to replace it with something more cozy. And then when to complete my shooting floor. You don't need doors or anything with those type of peaks, you won't fall. I then placed some roof, and finally I had completed my base.
Where?
While I managed to bring back more loot, I could not play much after this, so when I knew the upkeep was almost over, I went back and found a beautiful tower twice the size of my little solo base. They went top down, but I think the cost of their red tower was probably more expensive than what they found. Anyway, it was about time. Until next time.